Welcome back to the Crazy Dallas Cup Series. I am your host, Crazy Dallas, and man, it has been a long time since there's been a Crazy Dallas Cup Series video. It has been almost practically a year by now, and we have 36 drivers going to be battling it out. There will be 12 normal segments until we go on closer to the main event. I'll explain that in the future in this video, but today we have 36 cars battling it out. This should be a fun one, guys. Let's take a look at the racetrack. Today it's just a normal straight track. It is about, maybe 5, 6, 164 scale Hot Wheels cars, car lengths. It is a pretty wide track. The only part we're going to be doing the track is on that inside kind of lane where that middle wall is between there. We're only going to be doing the closer side of the camera. The weather looking pretty good. Looks like we got some clouds in there. It's mostly sunny though, so it should be a good race to do. 36 cars battling it out. Let's go ahead and meet your first segment. But before we do that, make sure to like, subscribe to your boy Crazy Dallas. Alright, here we go, guys. Segment number 1 going to be led by your pole sitter, the fastest car out of everybody. Number 3, that's Paducah. And on his outside, number 7, that is Chloe K. And then behind them is number 36 of Nick Devers. Let's do it. Alright, good lap for Nick Devers. Nick Devers leading. Goes from 3rd to 1st in 1 lap. Very good lap for the 36 car. Looking strong out there. Not sure what happened with Paducah. He's still in it, though. We'll say that. The caution has came out for the first time today for an El Reco. And I think, yep, that is Carly K. Or Chloe K, however you want to pronounce her name. She is out of the race, man. Inches away to the finish line. She was inches away. Not sure what happened with her, honestly. Doesn't look like we're going to get a replay, unfortunately. But since this is a YouTube video, you guys can always go back. So, not sure quite what happened there. She just kind of just got screwed, I guess. Got on the outside wall. Alright, here we go. Nick Devers going to lead him down on the final lap. Paducah, who's going to take the segment win? Wow, Nick Devers gets the segment win and upset. I was expecting Paducah to get it, but hopefully Chloe K's, or Carly K, however you want to pronounce her name, hopefully she's okay. But Nick Devers going to the next round. Alright, here we go. Segment number 2 going to be led by the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. On his outside in the 59, that is Sloppy Joe. And behind them both in 00, everybody's favorite dirt racing driver, Dirty Deeb. Alright, looks like the caution has came out. No El Recos, but look at this Sloppy Joe. With a great pass on Dale Jr. Not sure what happened to Dale Jr. and the 00 Dirty D, but they're still in it. Lap 2. Man, Sloppy Joe's looking strong in that 59 car, but here we go. Look at Dirty Deeb. He's going to be choosing the outside lane. Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to get a draft push by Dirty Deeb, or maybe is Dirty Deeb going from 3rd to 1st this lap? We'll have to see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets the segment win. Sloppy Joe low-key kind of sold there. He had it in the bag. I'm not sure what happened, if it was a mechanical failure or what, but Sloppy Joe's car just really got loose there at the end. All right, we're going to be moving on to segment number 3 here. Your number 50 car, that is Starsky Hutch, looked really good in qualifying. Expecting good things for him. And his outside, number 3, Bud. And then on the inside, in the 22 back there, Nero 62. Cautionist came out for the second time today for an El Reco, and man, Starsky Hutch is going to need medical emergency right away. Oh my goodness, what a hit for Starsky Hutch. Let's take a look at a replay here. It looks like Nero 62 goes to the inside. Starsky Hutch just gets squeezed. Boom! Off of the wall. On his roofs. Just skeeters off the... Look at that. Just skeeters off. He's on his side right there. And then Bud kind of puts Starsky Hutch on top of the wall there. Falls off the track and then blammo. Oh, man. On that wood. Bud really being aggressive out there. He's going to be leading with 2 to go. And, well, Nero 62 is still in it at least. But, man, hope Starsky Hutch is okay. Wow, good lap for Nero 62, able to take the lead. Not sure, the caution did not come out. There should have been a caution because Bud flipped, but Bud's still in the race, so I'm not sure if they forgot to throw out the caution or what, but here we go, final lap. Nero 62 gets the segment win, but it was not easy. Bud gave it, everything he had. Just tried too hard. Alright, segment number 4 going to be led by the 24 of Jeff Gordon. On his outside, the number 33 YouTube Cup champion for 2019, Frank Klein. And then 99, Skeeter Davis. Caution is out on the track. No El Reco, though. Let's take a look at a replay here. Look at... Oh, man, just look at this replay. Not sure why they threw out the caution there, actually. Nobody flipped, but that was weird. Jeff Gordon leading, though. Skeeter Davis took second from Frank Klein. Wow, Frank Klein kind of struggled that lap. Let's see if we can get back on it. Cautionist came out on the track again for another El Reco. And man, Frank Klein, tough break for your 2019 YouTube Cup champion. Look at this. Oh, it looked like Skeeter Davis went over too, but he saved it. Wow, Skeeter Davis almost wrecked out too, but Jeff Gordon looking good out there. But man, Frank Klein out of the race. He was one of the fan favorites to win this race and already out. But looks like it'll be Jeff Gordon on the 24 car in the inside, Skeeter Davis, the 99 on the outside. Who will take the segment win? This is going to be a huge battle here. Alright, you guys, Jeff Gordon gets the segment win. That was a really good lap by him. Skeeter Davis tried his best to catch up to Jeff Gordon to win, but got second, so Jeff Gordon will be advancing. Segment number 5 going to be led by the number 23 of Hut Strickland. On his outside, number 75, Ken Castillo. And then number 10 in the back, Scott Riggs. Let's do it. Caution is out for another El Reco, and this is the big one that we've all been fearing about, guys. Take a look at this. Hut Strickland gets turned by Ken Castillo on the outside wall. He flips. He's already done. Not sure what happened with Scott Riggs, but look at Ken Castillo. Falls off the track, flips, does a little barrel roll. Look at this. Scott Riggs already upside down. He must have hit the inside wall or something, but Ken Castillo just ramps it off the wall like it's a freaking Hot Wheels race or something. Not sure what's happening on there, but man, Ken Castillo is the only car left. If he does not finish, we will not have a segment winner. Oh my god, I have no words. Caution on the track. Ken Castillo's trying to wreck, man. Take a look at Ken Castillo here. Ramps it off the inside wall. Goes on his roof. Flips. Does a little better on the inside wall that time. Then goes up to the outside wall and just stays on the outside for the rest of the way. Ken Castillo, man, trying to wreck. I'm not sure what's happening on there, or he's just trying to get attention. Either way, one lap to go. White flag out. Can Ken Castillo get this? Caution is out again. Oh my goodness, Ken Castillo does not finish this lap. He's still in the race. He just couldn't cross the finish line. Look at this. He gets on two wheels there. Does a little wheelie on his passenger side. Then hits the outside wall. Then goes back down to the inside wall and just kind of gets stuck. 2 more inches off that wall. And he probably would have been out of the race if he would have been off the track. So... man, somebody better get me some spare oxygen, because, man, there's a lot to talk about here. Look at that. Ken Castillo, up and over again. Does a little better with the inside lane this time, though, able to keep it on the track. Just goes manner style backwards for the rest of the race. So, Ken Castillo does get the segment win. Hut Strickland able to keep up with second place, and Scott Riggs last place. Seems pretty rigged to me. So, there's the joke of the video. So, yeah, Ken Castillo, not sure how good he'll do. I have a bad feeling about his car, considering those rubber tires on that plastic chassis do not do good on this track for him, clearly. Alright, segment number 6, going to be led by the number 12 of El Diablo, aka Al Pastor. On his outside, number 55, that is Rick Mast, a rookie. Let's see how he does, starting second. And then on the outside, number 6, Mark Martin. Wow, Mark Martin goes from 3rd to 1st in the first lap. El Diablo, not looking good. Those rubber tire cars clearly have a disadvantage on this track, so hopefully El Diablo can get back up to at least second here. He needs it really bad here to pass him. Caution is out on the track for Noel Recco. Take a look at this, man. El Diablo just falls off the track. Look at this. Mark Martin pushes El Diablo off the track. We're going to have to take replay. Oh, he's still on his wheels. Wow, El Diablo has save of the year right there, getting pushed off the track. Somehow, someway, he's still in the race. Caution is out for an El Recco, and this El Recco is official, and I think it's El Diablo. No, maybe it's not. Oh no, it's Mark Martin. He's out of the race. I thought that was El Diablo for a second. But no, did El Diablo get revenge after getting shoved off the track? And by the way, no, don't worry you guys, that my friend there did not do anything to the cars there. He was just playing around. But man, Rick Mast to the lead. Can he get his first ever race? Can he get a segment win? Wow, El Diablo, aka Al Pastor, gets the segment win. And Rick Mast, upside down. I'm not sure why the caution didn't come out there, but especially for the El Recco, but look at that. El Diablo does do a little backflip there for a celebration. That was cool. Rick Mast had the chance, tried his best, but El Diablo just had the better car. So here we go. Segment number 7 going to be led by number 7 of Casey Outwood in number 7 HenderCars.com truck. On his outside, number 88 Chef Squid, and then in the back, and the number 90, that is Kiko. Oh boy, the caution just came out. Doesn't look like there's an El Reco. Nope, no El Reco. But look at this, Casey Outwood turns number 88 of Chef Squid. Look at that. From third to first, Kiko able to get the lead there. Casey Outwood really struggled there. Chef Squid in second. Caution is out on the track for an El Reco, and I think that might be Chef Squid. Yep, it is. It's the 88 of Chef Squid. Man, tough break for Chef Squid. Look at that. Kiko gets hooked by Chef Squid on the outside wall, and it just looked like Kiko got into him. Then Kiko kind of does a little airplane spin there at the end and gets into Chef Squid, so Chef Squid upside down, he's out of the race. All right, here we go. 1 to go. Casey Outwood back to the lead after that. Huge ground gain for him. Kiko on the outside. Casey Outwood gets the segment win. Take a look at this. Kiko trying to do a Lightning McQueen move, trying to go on 2 wheels on the outside wall to pass the 7, but Casey Outwood says nope and blocks Kiko for the win. Great job by Casey Outwood. Great defense by him. All right, here we go. Segment number 8 going to be led by the number 8 of Vinny. Nightlife. And the 29 on the outside, that is Chris, making his rookie debut as well. And then in the back, number 2, Burt Buzzard. Caution is out on the track. No El Reco, but man, Burt Buzzard and Chris, both the rookies, take quite a while hits. Look at Vinny Nightlife on 1 wheel. And the number 8 car there, Vinny Nightlife, goes on 1 wheel. Wow. I'm not sure how there was not an El Reco there, but man, Burt Buzzard takes them down. Wow, Chris gets the lead with 1 to go. Started in third, found a gap on the inside there, goes 3 wide and able to get it. Oh Lord, you already know it's a caution for an El Reco, and man, oh man, Chris gets the segment win. Burt Buzzard gets second, looks like he's on his wheels, but Vinny Nightlife, he is upside down on the inside wall there, so both the rookies finished first and second. Chris going on close to the main event, not quite the main event, but could make it. All right, here we go. Segment number 9 going to be led by the 37 of Jeff Purvis. Looked really good. Fast car for him. On his outside, number 3, that is Glitter Girl. Golden Girl will be coming up soon, by the way. And the number 9, Matthew Devers. Caution is out on the track. No El Reco, thankfully, but look at this. Glitter Girl on her side. Flips. Able to land it. Matthew Devers on the inside. They're able to take the lead. And then look at that. Jeff Purvis still in second. Well, wait. Matthew Devers is not in first? guys, Matthew Deaver should be in first. What's going on here? Caution is out on the track for an El Recco, and I think that might be Matthew Devers. I'm not sure why he started second. Ooh, the camera gets hit by a hand. Look at this, Jeff Purvis catches a little air, gets hooked by Matthew Devers. Look at that, Matthew Devers goes up and over, upside down. Oh man, the turn of out of events. Here's a close replay. Wait, I think that might be Glitter Girl. Oh, it's Glitter Girl that wrecked. My bad. That wasn't even Matthew Devers. Oh my god. Glitter Girl's out of the race. I thought that was Matthew Devers. Wow. Matthew Devers fans really had a panic attack there for a second, but Matthew Devers actually is in the lead this time. He actually is. Luckily, they didn't miscommunicate there. Wow, another caution for another El Recco. Jeff Purvis is upside down. He's out of the race. Look at that. There's a little picture right there. Oh, man. That Kmart car really didn't get very much lucky there, unfortunately for him. But Matthew Devers gets the segment win. Wow. Segment number 10 is going to be led by number 48, Will's car, Jimmy Johnson. On his outside, number 43, that is Rico Singleman. And then in the back, number 1, Nesara Taranko. Caution is out on the track. No El Recco. Nope, no El Recco. Look at, oh, Jimmy Johnson. Oh my goodness, look at that. Jimmy Johnson goes up in the air after the finish line. He had to go at least 3 feet up in the air. Look at that collision. Nesara Taranko able to take second from Rico. Rico Singleman right behind Jimmy Johnson for third. Wow, Jimmy Johnson looking good in that 48 car. Final lap, Nesara Taranko going to try and draft Rico on the outside lane there. Very interesting move by her. Caution is out on the track. No El Recco, but the caution is out because it is a photo finish for the segment win. Look at this. Nesara Taranko goes on the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Makes it 3 wide for the photo finish. This kind of looked like Atlanta 2024. Wow. Look at this. We're going to have to take a further look at this. All right, you got Nesara Taranko behind Jimmy Johnson there. And, oh my goodness, it's really close. And it looks like Jimmy Johnson will get the segment win. Looks like Rico Singleman taking second from Nesara Taranko. It was a very close finish. Best finish I've seen so far today. Oh, man. All right, segment number 11. The second last segment till we go to the next round. We have number 51 of Captain Tony. On his outside, number 3, that's Golden Girl. There she is. And then in the back, number 11, Lady Red Pill. All right, good lap for Captain Tony. Able to keep first, but looks like Golden Girl fell down to third. Lady Red Pill going to get a push from Golden Girl as she picks the outside. Caution is out again, but no El Recco. Take a look at this. Golden Girl. Not sure what happened with Golden Girl. Look at that. Captain Tony and Lady Red Pill fighting for the lead. Coming on the final lap. And then Golden Girl just lost it. I'm not sure what happened with Golden Girl. But yeah, Captain Tony going to lead him down in the final lap. Can he get a segment win? Wow, lots of stuff to go on about for this final lap. First of all, Captain Tony goes up and over. At least he's able to finish, but he gets third. And then look at that, on his side and on his roof there. Oh man, that's huge for Captain Tony, man. Oh my goodness, hopefully he's okay. But Lady Red Pill gets the segment win. Obviously Golden Girl takes second, but Captain Tony just very, very unlucky. I hope he's okay. That was a dangerous wreck. Here's an update of the weather. It is sunset right now. It's getting kind of dark. There's more clouds now. But looks like we're going to have segment number 12, the last segment here. Number 5, that's Texas Terry. And the 13 on the outside, Jennifer Sherdu. And in the back, number 4, Minerva Luca. Oh man, Texas Terry gets loose on the track. No caution, no El Recos or anything, but Texas Terry gets loose. Jennifer Sherdu going to take him down lap 2. Caution is on the track once again for El Reco, and it's Texas Terry. Here's a replay. Let's see what happened to Terry. Oh, he's flipping already. Took a big hit on the outside lane. Looks like he just squibbled on his roof there till he stopped. But Jennifer Sherdu, I believe, yep, she's still going to lead him down. Minerva Luca, so we're going to have a woman win this segment. Let's see who it's going to be. Oh my goodness, caution is out for El Reco, another El Reco. And Jennifer Sherdu goes on her roof, falls off the track, flips, does another barrel roll, kind of like Ken Castillo did, but more violent for sure. Yeah, for Sherdu. And she sped up on her side there. So Minerva Luca will get the segment win. That was a good lap for her. Got lots of speed on that outside lane. That might be something to watch out for her. So, all right, well, looks like we have 4 segments left with 3 cars in total. So there's 12 cars left. Looks like, okay, so we're going to have the top left segment first, then the top right second, I believe, and then the bottom left, the third segment, and then the bottom right, the 4th segment. Okay. So, all right, so it looks like we're going to be led down by Nero 62 in the 22. On his outside, number 24, Jeff Gordon. And then in the back, number 36, Nick Devers. So they're going to be taking all the cars that won the segments into another segment. Man, caution is out on the track for another El Reco. Oh my goodness, what the El Recos today. And oh no! Jeff Gordon is out of the race. Look at that. Nick Devers trying to break. Nero 62. Oh! On 2 wheels on the outside. Jeff Gordon is out of contention. Out for the win. He was going for it, man. Jeff Gordon was being aggressive. But Nick Devers going to lead him down. Nero 62. Glad that he's still in the race at least. At least we'll have some competition. So, 2 to go. Caution is out on the track for an El Reco, maybe? We'll have to take a look. First things first, look at Nick Devers. Hops off the inside wall on his roof. 52 able to grab the lead, coming to 1 to go, but look at that. Oh my goodness, Nick Devers just... Not sure what happened with him. Let's see here. Oh, he's still in the race. Nick Devers with the most luckiest non-El Reco possible. Wow, Nick Devers barely across that finish line there. Well, caution is out for an El Reco, and credit to Nick Devers. He went for the win there, did not give up till the end. Narrow 62 will go to the final 4. Nick Devers out of the race, upside down on the inside wall there. Tough break for Nick Devers after being very lucky from not getting out, just for getting out next race. Well, Narrow 62 going to the final 4. He's actually going to the main event too, so congrats to him. Alright, segment number 2 for the final 12 cars. We got the 75 of Ken Castillo. On his outside, number 7, the fastest truck, or fastest, vehicle today, Casey Outwood. The fastest one. And then the 48, Jimmy Johnson. Caution is out for an El Reco. Here is a replay. It looked like... Can't quite see it right now. Oh, Ken Castillo's out of the race. And it's a photo finish for first between Casey Outwood and Ken Castillo. Upside down. Tough break for him. Jimmy Johnson, Casey Outwood fighting for the lead. Jimmy Johnson looks like he takes the lead. Casey Outwood on his outside. 2 to go. Who's going to take the segment win? Great move by Casey Outwood, able to take the lead. Jimmy Johnson just trying to block Casey Outwood all the way down the track, but didn't work. White flag. Jimmy Johnson going to the main event. Casey Outwood sold at the end there, flips. Luckily able to finish second. Ken Castillo third. Alright, segment number 3 for the final 12. We got the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. On his outside, number 12, that's El Diablo, a.k.a. as known as Al Pastor. And in the back, on the inside, number 4, Minerva Luca. Wow, Minerva Luca able to take the lead from 3rd to 1st there. El Diablo from 1st to 3rd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. stays in 2nd. 2 to go. Wow, Minerva Luca looking really good right now. There's no way anybody's going to stop her unless something happens to her with her car, so... 1 to go. Minerva Luca trying to get to the main event, but they ain't going to make it easy on her. Caution is out for an El Reco, and for the second time today, El Diablo goes off the track once again, almost in the same spot. Oh, he's on his side. There it is. This time, El Diablo is out of the race. Oh, Dale Jr. got into El Diablo. El Diablo on his side, underneath the track. I've never seen anything like that before. Minerva Luca gets the segment win. Wow. She will go on to the main event. Dale Jr. trying his best to win, but made too much contact with Al Pastor. Alright, we're going to move on to the last segment for the round of 12. Going to be led by the 11 of Lady Red Pill. On her outside, number 29, that is Chris. And in the back, number 9, Matthew Devers. Who will be your last final 12 winner to move on to the main event? Caution is down on the track for Lady Red Pill as she flips. Take a look at this. Chris gets into Lady Red Pill, flips over Matthew Devers' car. Chris takes the lead. Matthew Devers close second, and Lady Red Pill still in the race at least, but she is in third. Look at that. Chris shoves Lady Red Pill. There's footage right there. He did, in fact, push Lady Red Pill in the inside wall. Look at that. Lady Red Pill up in the air off all 4 wheels. Wow. What a horrible sight to see there. I'm glad Lady Red Pill's still in the race, but Chris being very aggressive already against these drivers, trying to get to the main event. Chris being a little too aggressive though, but we'll see how he does here against Matthew Devers. Oh man, caution is out on the track. No El Recco, but it looks like Chris will take the lead, still in the lead. Lady Red Pill passes Matthew Devers for second. 1 to go. Can Chris hold off to get to the main event? Caution is out. It is official. Matthew Devers goes from third to first on the final lap. Lady Red Pill and Chris make contact. Chris goes upside down, able to keep a hold of Matthew Devers, but then Matthew Devers turns Chris backwards on the inside wall. Matthew Devers able to find a run on the outside lane and barely beat Chris. Matthew Devers goes to the main event. Wow. Here are your 4 drivers that are in the main event. There will be 6 laps total. These 4 drivers will battle it out. Number 4, Kodak Film Car, Minerva Luca. And then number 22, Maxwell Housing, Narrow 62. And then number 48, Lowe's car, Jimmy Johnson. And then the number 9, Napa Auto Parts car, Matthew Devers. All right, here we go. Narrow 62 going to lead him down. Minerva Luca on his outside. In the back and the inside, number 48, Jimmy Johnson. And then on the outside, number 9, starting last. Sucks to be him, but barely got in. Matthew Devers. I cannot describe what I just saw. Matthew Devers goes to the middle there and takes the lead. We're going to need a bunch of replays here because I want to see. Here we go. Minerva Luca gets turned by Jimmy Johnson for the lead, and Matthew Devers takes the lead. You saw it. He saw a gap in the middle, took it, takes the lead from Jimmy Johnson, who's in second on the inside, number 22. That is Narrow 62. Alright, Jimmy Johnson still in the lead, able to hold Matthew Devers for first. Matthew Devers second. Narrow 62, and the 22 on the inside there in the back in third, and then on the outside in the far right, Minerva Luca. Uh-oh, caution is out on the track. No El Recco. Not sure what the caution was all about. Let's see here. Looks like... Oh, Jimmy Johnson gets turned by Matthew Devers. Matthew Devers trying to get the lead. It looks like Jimmy Johnson actually came into Matthew Devers there. Correction, Matthew Devers did not get into Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson got into Matthew Devers to keep first. So, good job by Jimmy Johnson. Lap 4 coming up. Caution is out on the track for an El Recco, a Narrow 62. Needs medical emergency as well as Starsky Hutch. But this time it's Narrow 62 on his roof. Oh man, started third. Well, he was third, in that lap. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, Minerva Luca went over. Corrected it, gets into Narrow. Narrow 62 off the track, bounces off the wall exactly where frickin'... Oh man, that's big. Narrow 62 out of the race. Same area where Starsky Hutch got. Number 48, Jimmy Johnson, going to lead him down. 2 to go. Matthew Devers in second. Minerva Luca on the outside lane, going to give Matthew Devers a advantage here on that outside lane. She's going to be starting on the outside. Caution is out on the track for another photo finish between Matthew Devers and Jimmy Johnson. Looks like Minerva Luca took the lead, got loose. Matthew Devers goes on the inside. We're going to need another replay here because it's too close. Look at that. Jimmy Johnson bangs Matthew Devers in the outside wall. Then, Minerva Luca got into Matthew Devers there at the end. That's what caused Jimmy Johnson to have the lead still. If Minerva Luca did not make that contact with Matthew Devers, I think Matthew might would have taken the lead. But last lap, Jimmy Johnson in the lead. Matthew Devers in second. Minerva Luca once again takes the outside. She must like that outside lane. She's good in that. Who will get the win for the exhibition race for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series? Jimmy Johnson, Matthew Devers going to lead them down on the final lap. Caution is out on the track. That will do it. Matthew Devers gets the win for the exhibition race. Take a look at this. Jimmy Johnson flips. That's what actually brought out the caution. Minerva Luca right on Matthew Devers' tail, though. Minerva Luca gets second. Jimmy Johnson able to finish for third at least, but Nero 62 obviously did not finish, but he still finished fourth. Oh, man. Jimmy Johnson not seeing a chance there. Flips. Able to keep it. And hangs on the outside wall and the inside wall there at the end too. But, man, Matthew Devers, what a win for him. Minerva Luca second, Jimmy Johnson third, and a DNF, unfortunately, still finishes fourth. Good finish for the Nero 62 machine. So Matthew Devers wins the exhibition race with a crazy finish. Goes from second to first. Jimmy Johnson looked unstoppable between laps 2 to 5. Well, between laps 2 to 4, I guess. Matthew Devers technically should have led lap 5 if Minerva Luca didn't make contact with Devers. But Matthew Devers gets the win for the exhibition race. Wow, what a finish. Got to give credit to Matthew Devers. He had a strong car. Looked great. Here is your finishing order between Matthew Devers to Texas Terry, then Hut Strickland down to Golden Girl, and then from Mark Martin all the way down to Jeff Purvis. Jeff Purvis finishes dead last. Man, that really sucks for Jeff Purvis. But yeah, there's your finishing order. Matthew Devers gets the exhibition race win for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series. I really hope you guys enjoyed. What a race. What a finish. Gotta give credit to Matthew Devers. Had a strong car. Was able to go from fourth to first. That's really what made Matthew Devers get the win, really, to be honest. Was that first lap. Just shot out of a cannon on that middle lane. Just found a run, took it. Man. See you guys in the next video.